People say hate knows no bounds. Jealousy knows no bounds. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said about وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ, he said, for every disease there's a cure. But then there are some diseases for which there is no cure. The only thing you can do is ask Allah to protect you from them. That's all you can do. And jealousy is one of them. That's why we say, وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ, I seek Allah's refuge. I cling on to Allah from the evil of the one who has jealousy when they engage in jealousy. Man, the person you're jealous towards can be dead and you're still not done. You're still spitting on their grave. That's how far it can take you. That's how downward spiral it can take a human being. So now he says, they say this about Binyamin. They say this about Yusuf alayhi salam. They rip on their own family. And who's listening to all of this? The first victim of their abuse, Yusuf himself. And what does Allah say about Yusuf alayhi salam when they say this? Before I tell you what Yusuf alayhi salam said, I explain now what he said. I need you to understand that he's been through a lot in life. He's been through kidnapping. He's been through physical abuse. He's been through child slavery. He's been traded as a commodity. He's lived as a slave away from his family. He's lived away from his dad, his mom. He's lived away from his parents, not because of his own will. He's the subject of hate by his own brothers who are older than him. He's been falsely accused. He's been thrown in jail. He's been forgotten about in jail. He has gone through a lot in life. When someone says they've seen suffering in life, Yusuf alayhi salam seen a lot of suffering in life. But do you find, and Allah describes his story, you ever find Allah describing him sitting there and crying or swallowing his grief or complaining or saying, Allah, this is too much for me? In fact, even when he was in jail, he was saying, this is Allah's favor on me, that I happen to be from the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Remember that? Like, this is his attitude, this positive attitude. But then these guys are standing in front of him. He's no longer in jail. He's not a slave anymore. He's not in the depth of a well. He's sitting in the highest seat in the country. Everybody respects him. يَتَبَوَّأُ مِنَ الْأَرْضِ حَيْثُ يَشَاءُ. He can move in the land and settle and set rules wherever he wants. He is in complete control. He has redeemed all of those pains are gone. He's living in a life of relief. Yes? Physically, socially, economically, emotionally, he's no longer under any kind of harm. Yes? And now his brothers are powerless in front of him, begging him for food. Yes? And when these words come out of their mouth, well, if he stole, he had a brother who used to steal too. He stole too. When those words come out of their mouth, this baseless accusation, Allah says, therefore, then at that moment, أَسَرَّهَا يُوسُفُ فِي نَفْسِهِ, Yusuf kept it hidden inside of himself. And scholars of tafsir said, kept what hidden? Because Allah didn't say kept his anger hidden, kept his sadness hidden, kept his rage hidden, kept his hatred for what they have just said hidden, kept his disgust hidden, kept what hidden? Inside of him, kept the answer he could have given them right at that moment. Allah just said it because it's almost as if it is indescribable. It is almost as if one word wouldn't have done it. So Allah says he kept it hidden inside him. Like as if the hazaza, Alusi calls it al-hazaza, like the extreme rage and spite that he felt at that time, he swallowed it. He didn't change the look on his face. Like, what did you just say? Do you know who I am? Oh, I can't take, oh no, it's on now. Oh no, you know what? You know what, guards? Hold on. I got this. When you hear something that so enrages you, so hurts you, so humiliates you, and you're in a power to crush the one who said it. Yeah, and he has that power. And in that moment, what does he do? He keeps a cool face, doesn't even let them know he's moved by it, doesn't let them know that they're talking about him. They're calling him a thief to his face when that's not even true. And the funny thing is, you should talk. You stole a child. You have moral upper ground. You attempted murder. You're going to talk, and that's